Dzień dobry i dobranoc.
Dzień dobry i dobranoc. Good day, good night. Dzień.
Dzień. Dzień dobry i dobranoc.
Dobry.
Dobry. I
Dobranoc.
dobranoc.
Their fusion adjective plus noun into a compound. Morning. Dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry i dobranoc.
Dobranoc.
Dobrze.
Dobrze. Good. Fine.
Dobrze, dobranoc.
Dobrze. Dobranoc.
Dobrze.
Good, good night.
Dobranoc.
Yes, welcome. Tak.
Tak.
Przepraszam. Witaj.
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 Dobrze, dziękuję.
Good, thanks. Fine, thank you.
Witaj, dzień dobry.
Witaj, dzień dobry.
Witaj.
Welcome, good morning.
Dzień dobry. Dzień dobry.
Dzień dobry. Good morning.
Przepraszam.
Przepraszam. Pardon me, I guess.
Przepraszam.
Przepraszam. Pardon me.
Przepraszam, jem jabłko.
Jem jabłko. I'm eating an apple. Sorry. Yes, I'm sorry. Tak. Stop. Yes, tak.
Tak.
Przepraszam.
Przepraszam.
Przepraszam. Good afternoon. Okay, also dzień, just for day. So it's DZI, E, and then palatal N, dzień. Dobry. Dobry, like a neuter. I, dobranoc. Dobranoc. C is a C sound. Tak is yes. Welcome is witaj. Witaj. W is a V as in German. Welcome back to Lango Institute. I'm your VerbAlly. We'll be doing some Polish today. Mainly. Maybe one or two others along the way. Let me know what you're most interested in. If you're new to Lango, you can find the languages we teach on Twitter, of course on our website as well. Here's from our website some new books where we are developing a special line of notebooks geared to learners of specific languages. I'm holding the Spanish one. Okay, and the languages we teach are English, Korean, Spanish, Chinese, French, German, Japanese, Portuguese, Italian. We have 5 9-week sessions per year for group classes and private lessons. We will happily start with you anytime. And of course, we teach online as well as on-site, in person. Dallas, Texas. Nice. Okay, adjectives, I guess.
Ten pies jest stary.
Ten pies jest stary. Stary, big or old? Ten is a pointing word. This, that.
Ten
This, pies.
pies.
This dog. Jest is. Stary is old. This dog is old. Ten pies jest stary.
Ten pies jest stary.
Pies. Sounds like P is the accented one. I.
Ten pies jest stary.
Pies jest stary.
To jest nowe zwierzę.
To jest nowe zwierzę. It's a young animal. To for that. That is a new animal. Nowe zwierzę.
Nowy posiłek.
Oh, the I changes the S there. Not posi, but poshi.
Nowy posiłek.
Poshi, and then the canceled L is a what? The new posiłek. Meal?
Posiłek. Nowa kanapka.
A new kanapka sandwich.
Tamto śniadanie jest stare.
Tamto That one. That śniadanie. Jest stare. That breakfast.
Śniadanie.
Nie. Is old. Jest stare. You see, so stary with the final Y. And stare here. Differences of gender and number marking.
To wino nie jest nowe, jest stare.
To wino, the wine.
To wino
Nie jest.
nie jest. To wino nie jest nowe, jest stare. Stary.
New, it is old. Nie jest nowe. With the final E. Okay, jest stare.
Czy ta kobieta jest stara?
Czy ta kobieta jest stara? Question particle. Is the woman, is it the case
Czy
that the woman, this woman is old? Is this woman old? We have a different word order in English. We leave off that initial t. I think this would be a basic declarative sentence. The woman is old. And the ch at the front turns it into a yes no question. Stara, feminine. Kobieta, woman. Kobieta. Stara kobieta.
Stary koń.
Stary koń. That's a horse. An old horse. Koń.
ten nowy ser jest smaczny?
Nowy ser.
Ser.
Cheese. This new cheese is tasty. Smaczny. So the nowy with that final Y and the same sound at the end of smaczny seem neuter to me.
Stary pomidor.
Stary pomidor. An old tomato.
Nowy chłopiec.
A new boy? Child? The new boy. Chłopiec.
Nowa herbata i stara kawa.
Nowa herbata. Tea.
Herbata.
Herbs. The herbid one. And old coffee. New tea. And old coffee.
Nowe jedzenie.
Nowe jedzenie.
Jedzenie.
Food from the eating root. Jed. Nowe jedzenie. Final sound.
Nowe.
End of adjective and noun here.
Nowa kaczka je chleb.
Kaczka is the duck.
Kaczka.
The new duck. The new duck. Is eating. Chleb is bread.
To wino nie jest nowe, jest stare.
To wino.
To
Wino.
wino
Nie.
nie
Jest.
jest. To wino nie jest nowe, jest stare.
Okay, same ending for both adjectives. New, nowe. Jest.
Jest stare.
Stare. Same marker at the end. One is not new, it is old. Do I dare do the checkpoint? Maybe a bit of review first. Let's do the animals.
Słoń pije mleko. Słoń
Pije.
pije mleko.
Oh, it's the elephant drinks milk. Słoń. A horse likes milk. Konie lubi mleko. Koń.
Koń lubi mleko. Kot.
Kot. Is that a cat?
Kot.
Kaczka je chleb.
Kaczka. The duck. Je chleb. Eats bread.
Zwierzę i mężczyzna. Zwierzę i
Mężczyzna.
mężczyzna.
Animal and a human. The man. The dog. Pies.
Pies
Lubi.
lubi
Dzieci.
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 Pies i kot.
Dog and cat. A dog and a cat. Zwierzę.
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 Kaczka pije wodę. Kaczka
Pije.
pije
Duck drinks water.
wodę.
accusative form here for the object wodę, the nasalized e. The elephant, słoń,
Słoń.
pije mleko.
Pije mleko.
Koń je chleb.
So horse eats bread. Duck eats bread. Kaczka je chleb. Kaczka.
Kaczka je chleb.
The cat, kot, lubi mleko. So mleko must be neuter because it has the same form for subject and object.
Krab pije wodę.
So I want to continue in the same place. Let's review food. Tea, herbata.
Herbata.
Herbata. Looks like a Latin word. Here stressed on the initial. Herbata.
Woda. Woda.
Water. Feminine though. Unexpectedly. You are eating an egg and drinking tea. Yes.
Jesz.
Okay, it's going to be eating an egg is going to be. Where's my eating word? Yes. Oh, that's the one. Okay, that tells me you and eating. Right. Yeah is the stem. Sh. As Z is the ending. Yes. Jajko.
Jajko.
I.
I.
Yes.
Pijesz.
Same suffix. Herbatę.
Herbatę.
Herbatę. Okay. Here the second syllable sound stress. Could just be a difference between the speakers or an artifact of the speech generator. It may be because there was a closed final syllable here holding the stress rightward. Want to know more about that?
Herbata, nie kawa.
Herbata, he's got it on the middle syllable here too, so it's probably not just that. Herbata nie kawa. Tea, not coffee. The man, mężczyzna,
Mężczyzna. Lubi.
Wino.
Wino. Wino i ciasteczka.
Cookies. Wine and cookies. Yuck. Sounds gross. Coffee, herbata. Oh, kawa I herbata. Kawa.
Kawa. I. Herbata.
Since it's not the object, it won't be this form.
Lubię kawę.
Okay, here with that on the verb means I like. And here it marks the
Kawę.
I like coffee.
Pijesz herbatę?
Pijesz herbatę. Object form. Do you drink tea? Pijesz
Pijesz herbatę.
herbatę. Water, woda.
Woda. Jajko.
Egg.
Jajko.
A man is drinking coffee. Mężczyzna.
Mężczyzna.
Drinking. Pije kawa.
Pije.
Kawę.
Kawę.
Must be feminine, if that's true. I is eating an apple.
I.
Je chleb.
Je.
Jabłko, rather.
Jabłko.
Also neuter. Let's see. You are eating cookies. Yes. Ciasteczka. Ciasteczka. Must be neuter there too. Or jecie. You plural, I guess. Jecie, different suffix. Alright, let's be brave and do the checkpoint.
Proszę.
Please?
Proszę.
Please. I'm asking. That's what it is. Okay, looks like fragen. Prchati for the cognate. Lev or something.
To wino nie jest nowe, jest stare.
That wine. The wine is not new, it is old.
Kobieta je pomidora.
Kobieta je pomidora. Neuter.
Witaj.
Witaj. Welcome.
Witaj.
W for W. Welcome.
Kot.
Kot the cat.
Jestem dziewczynką.
I am a girl. Is this boy evil? So it was CZY. Okay. Tamto chłopiec. To chłopiec. What? Opiates. And then evil, I don't recall. Zły. Z-Bard-L-Y. I have a sandwich. Oh boy. U mnie jest. Mum. Yeah, I need to review a lot more. Mum. Kanapka. Kanapka I owoce. A man is eating fish and soup. If I don't pass, it'll be well deserved. A man. Mężczyzna. Mężczyzna. Subject form. He's eating fish and soup. Yeah. Rybę. Rybę. I zupę. Zupę. Passed, but I shouldn't have. Been too many days, too many weeks. Let's go back to food.
Oni jedzą posiłek.
Oni, they,
Oni jedzą posiłek.
jedzą, the third plural form. They eat
Jedzą.
posiłek.
Posiłek.
Posiłek. The meal. Posiłek. Food. That was based on the yeah. Jedzenie.
Jedzenie.
Lubię jedzenie.
Lubię. I like.
Lubię jedzenie.
It's like might be neuter. Chłopiec. Yeah. Kolacja. Kolacja. Gotta be the object case form. Dinner. A collation, that's a Latin word too. I am eating lunch. Yes, yem.
Jem.
Not yes, them, that's I am. Yem is I eat. Lunch. Obiad.
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 Kobieta je śniadanie.
It's a loud one. Kobieta, a woman eats breakfast. I eat breakfast and dinner. Jem.
Jem
Śniadanie.
śniadanie i
I kolacja.
kolację.
Kolacja.
Śniadanie, obiad i kolacja.
Obiad.
Obiad. I.
Kolacja.
Śniadanie, obiad i kolacja.
Kolacja. Nominative forms. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Not a sentence. A meal. That was a list. A meal is No, it is jedzenie. No, it's posiłek.
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 On je obiad.
He eats lunch. He's eating lunch. A woman and a man are eating dinner. Kobieta I
Kobieta i
mężczyzna
mężczyzna
jedzą
jedzą
kolację.
kolację.
The kolacja object form.
Posiłek.
Meal. Breakfast. Śniadanie. 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 So the sh is spelled two ways, either S-I or S with the acute mark on top. Here the I is not used because it's not a syllable on its own, not śniadanie. Lunch, obiad. Obiad. I wonder if that also has the eating root in it. Obiad. From est, to eat. There it is. An obiesti, obiad. Obiedł. And eating. And what is a meal? I, kolacja, kolacja. Kolacja, with a J. Nice. I wonder if the letter I palatalizes but not the J. That would be cool.
Smaczny sok. Smaczny. Sok.
Tasty something. Juice. Sok. Okay. A lot like the Latin.
Śniadanie jest smaczne.
The breakfast is tasty. The children are eating fruit.
Dzieci.
Dzieci. So listen to what the letter I vowels are doing there. Dzieci. Children jedzą
Jedzą.
owoce.
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 Jesz kanapkę?
Okay. Are you eating a sandwich? Sandwich kanapka. Yes.
Kanapka. Jest.
Smaczna.
Smaczna.
I'm going to guess that they have the same ending vowel. Yes.
Lubię owoce.
I like fruit. The food is tasty. Jedzenie
Jedzenie.
jest
Jest.
smaczne.
Smaczne.
Cool. Same vowel at the end.
Macie smaczny sok.
Macie.
Macie.
Macie. Not macie, but palatalized. Macie.
Macie smaczny sok. Sok.
Something. Tasty juice. Is it drink? No. Smaczny. You have. Macie. Okay. Oh, this is the plural form. Mom, I have. Macie, you all have. He drinks. On pije sok.
On. Pije. Sok. Kanapka i sok.
Kanapka i sok. Sandwich and juice. Soup is tasty. Zupa
Zupa. Jest.
smaczna.
Smaczna.
Are you eating a sandwich? Jesz kanapkę?
Jesz kanapkę.
With no overt question marker here.
Zupa jest smaczna.
Soup is tasty.
Zupa. Jest. Zupa jest smaczna.
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 Macie smaczny sok.
Macie.
Macie. Macie. Smaczny. Sok.
Maybe Y for neuter. Alright, but let's see something new. We can come back to that. Plurals, hooray.
Lubię jabłka.
Alright. So, a neuter noun, plural just like in Latin and Greek. I like apples.
Oni mają konie.
They have konie, a horse. They have horses. Plural, both plural. Oni mają konie. So konie with the accented N, because that's the last sound of the word. But here, the same nie is shown with the letter I, because it's part of the next syllable. Są duże. What? Są looks like a plural verb, so it's going to be horses are duże. Big.
To są dzieci.
Tu są dzieci. Are children. These are children.
Ten chłopiec lubi psy.
This boy likes psy. Dogs. PS and psy. Interesting. Lost all the
Psy.
vowels in the middle of the word.
Jabłka są smaczne. Jabłka są smaczne.
Alright. Smaczne. Ne is the accusative plural. And I guess it's going to be accusative officially because it's after the verb to be.
Lubię koty.
I like koty, cats. I like cats. Which I do.
Mam psy.
Okay, I have psy dogs.
Duże psy.
Duże psy. Dogs, plural, big ones. Big dogs.
Ciasteczka są smaczne.
Cookies are tasty.
Tamto dziecko lubi konie.
That dziecko, child, likes horses.
Psy jedzą jabłka.
Dogs eat apples.
Mamy koty.
Mamy, we have cats. Okay, mu matches the pronoun too. Mu, we, mama, we have.
Dziewczynka lubi konie.
The girl likes horses.
Ta dziewczynka lubi psy i koty.
Ta dziewczynka lubi psy i koty. This girl, the girl, likes dogs and cats. How wonderful. Maybe a bit of Korean. Oh, I forgot to introduce today. It's the 18th of June. And it's day 126 for us on this project. And we're doing Polish and now Korean. Korean being the home language of Lango. Preposition, no such thing as I've noted before.
아이가 남자와 여자의 사이에서 먹어요.
Goodness. 아이가, child subject. 남자와 여자의 사이에서 먹어요. 사이. Thought it was age.
사이에서.
Between them. In the space between the man and the woman. Child eats between the man, 남자와 여자. Man and the woman.
우리가 물속에 있습니다.
우리가, the duck. 물 속에,
속에.
inside. 있습니다. is in the water.
식탁은 가운데에 있습니다.
식탁 is like a coffee table.
식탁은.
Dining table. Topic. 가운데에 있습니다. The dining table is in the middle.
저는 배우들 사이에 서요.
배우를 actor
배우들
사이 서요. Stand between them. I stand between the actors.
개가 맛없는 소고기를 먹지 않아요.
개가 the dog. 맛없는 없는 tasteless 소고기 beef. 소고기를 먹지 않아요. Doesn't eat bland beef. Bad tasting beef. I'm not sure what they want. Tasteless.
배우가 산속으로 가요.
But now comes the fun bit. Get my Korean keyboard ready. This one just converts RR into Hangul.
배우가 산속으로 가요.
배우가, I got that. The actors. 배우가.
배우가 산속으로 가요.
They're going into the mountain. So the mountain is interior? Yeah, into the mountains. That's better. Okay.
남자아이가 장난감 속에서 잡니다.
남자아이가, the boy. 장난감. 난감. 속에서 잡니다. Sleeps in. 장난감. Okay, all three nasal codas. 장난감.
장난감.
Toys. Sleeps in the toys. Among them. Okay. 속. Inside among.
꿈속의 꿈.
꿈속의 꿈.
꿈속에.
A dream within a dream. 꿈. Okay. 속에. That's nice. Because it's modifying a noun, that final kum, we're going to have the possessive particle, a. Sounds the same as the locative particle.
의자가 방 가운데에 있습니다.
의자가 방 가운데 있습니다. The chair is in the middle of the room.
그는 가운데에 앉아요.
앉아요. I sit in the middle. No, he. 그는 가운데에 앉아요.
장난감이 의자하고 책상 사이에 있어요.
장난감이 의자하고 책상 사이에 있어요. The toys are, or the toy is between the chair and table. The desk. 책상. The woman, kobieta, je pomidora. Okay, pomidora. An Italian word slightly distorted. Pomidora.
Ryba i ciasteczka.
Ryba, rozlewaj. Dzień dobry. I forget the gender. Ryba, what was that? Ryba.
Ryba.
Fish, okay. And a cookie. All right, plural. Ciasteczka. Meat. Starting with M, I think. Miaso. Mienso. And so, with Latin member is the cognate membrum. Sanskrit mansa. I ryba. Mięso I ryba.
Mężczyzna ma pomidora.
Mężczyzna.
Mężczyzna ma pomidora.
Is this one nasalized? Yes.
Mężczyzna
Ma.
ma pomidora.
Okay. I thought I would focus on just Polish today. Spend a good amount of time with it. But I just took a little detour into Korean. Mężczyzna ma. The man has a tomato. And it's neuter. Pomidor.
Pomidor.
Okay. It could still be neuter, but I didn't realize it was plural.
Pomidor jest smaczny.
Tomato is tasty. I like cheese. Ja lubię.
Lubię
Cheese is ser, I guess.
ser. Kobieta i mężczyzna jedzą rybę. I mężczyzna. Kobieta i mężczyzna jedzą rybę. Jedzą rybę.
This is the man and the woman. The woman and the man, they eat a fish, singular. Oh man, it's a little quiet. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Let me grab the mic. Remedy that right away. Be just a moment here.
अयुन रुद्रक एवं अयौच हयवरट लन न्यमगणनम झभय घढधश जबगडदश ख फ छ ठ थ चटतव कपय शशसर हल इति माहेश्वराणि सूत्राणि। अथ प्रथमोऽध्यायः प्रथमः पादः वृद्धिरादैच अदेङ्गुणः इको गुणवृद्धि न धातुलोप आर्धधातुके इति च दीधीवे वीटाम् हलोऽनन्तराः संयोगः मुखनासिकावचनोऽनुनासिकः तुल्यास्य प्रयत्नं सवर्णम् नाज्झलौ ईदूदेद्विवचनं प्रगृह्यम् अदसोमात् शे निपात एका जनाङ् ओत् सम्बुद्धौ शाकल्यस्येतावनार्षे उञः ऊ ईदूतौ च सप्तम्यर्थे दाधाघ्वदाप् आद्यन्तवदेकस्मिन् तरप्तमपौघः बहुगणवतुडति सङ्ख्या श्नान्ताषट् डति च तक्तवतो निष्ठा सर्वादीनि सर्वनामानि विभाषादिक्समासे बहुव्रीहौ न बहुव्रीहौ तृतीया समासे द्वन्द्वे च विभाषाजसि प्रथमचरमतयाल्पार्धकतिपयनेमाश्च पूर्वपरावरदक्षिणोत्तरापराधराणि व्यवस्थायामसंज्ञायाम् स्वमज्ञातिधनाख्यायाम् अन्तरम् बहिर्योगोपसंव्यानयोः स्वरादिनिपातमव्ययम् तद्धितश्चासर्वविभक्तिः कृन्मेजन्तः क्त्वातोऽसुन्कसुनः अव्ययीभावश्च शिसर्वनामस्थानम् सुडनपुंसकस्य न वेति विभाषा इग्यणः सम्प्रसारणम् आद्यन्तौ टकितौ मिदचोऽन्त्यात्परः ये च इघ्रस्वादेशे षष्ठे स्थाने योगा स्थानेऽन्तरतमः उरन्रपरः अलोऽन्त्यस्य ङिच्च आदेः परस्य अनेकाल्शित्सर्वस्य स्थानिवदादेशोऽनल्विधौ अचः परस्मिन् पूर्वविधौ न पदान्तद्विर्वचनवरे यलोपस्वरसवर्णानुस्वारदीर्घजश्चर्विधिषु द्विर्वचने चि अदर्शनं लोपः प्रत्ययस्य लुक्ष्लुलुपः प्रत्ययलोपे प्रत्ययलक्षणम् न लुमताङ्गस्य अचोन्त्यादिटि अलोन्त्यात् पूर्व उपधा तस्मिन्निति निर्दिष्टे पूर्वस्य तस्मादित्युत्तरस्य स्वं रूपं शब्दस्याशब्दसंज्ञा अणुदित्सवर्णस्य चाप्रत्ययः तपरस्तत्कालस्य आदिरन्त्येन सहेता येन विधिस्तदन्तस्य वृद्धिर्यस्या चामादिस्तद्वृद्धम् त्यदादीनि च एं प्राचां देशे.
That is the end of 1-1. Does it sound a little better now? A man is eating fish and soup. Mężczyzna.
Mężczyzna.
Kobieta. Oh, no, there's no woman. He is eating fish and soup. Yeah. Ryba.
Je.
Rybę.
Rybę.
I think ryba, ending in a is singular, must be feminine, or very likely to be feminine, and so object form has an n. Good, super. Eating fish, and there's the n.
I.
Zupę.
Zupę.
Same suffix.
Mięso i ryba.
Mięso, meat.
Mięso. I.
Ryba.
Ryba.
Just a list, meat and fish. I am eating soup, jem zupę.
Jem. Zupę.
Accusative.
Mężczyzna je rybę i zupę.
Mężczyzna je rybę.
Mężczyzna je rybę i zupę.
Zupę. Je eats fish and soup. The man does.
Chłopcy jedzą ser.
Chłopcy, plural. Jedzą ser. They eat cheese. The boys are eating cheese.
Ryba i ciasteczka.
A fish and cookies, plural. Terrible meal. There we go. Plurals some more.
Ludzie.
Ludzie. Aha. What's the cognate from German here? Ludzie. Also Greek Laos, which we have in the name Nikolaos. Maybe some others. Nikolaos and its derivatives. Ludzie.
Ludzie.
That's the one. Leute means people. Plural noun only. It's an old Indo-European word. Ludzie. And the E vowel
Ludzie.
is the preceding cluster. Or affricate.
Zwierzęta.
Zwierzęta. Zwierzęta.
Zwierzęta.
Plural for animals. I wonder if this is
Zwierzęta.
an NT suffix embedded.
Zwierzęta.
Let's find a little more here. Plural form. Zwierzę. Okay. So I suspect the stem really ends in NT. Zwierzyć. Here for animal. Zwierzę. Do we get a paradigm? Declension. Okay. How nice. Look at all these cases. Zwierzę. Zwierzęcia. Genitive. Zwierzęciu. There's our ta. Zwierzę. Since this is neuter, same for nominative and accusative. Instrument. Oh, that was wrong. Well, unless the case form shifted its function. Zwierzęciem. Instrumental. Fascinating. Locative. Zwierzęciu. And vocative. Zwierzę.
Ludzie mają zwierzęta.
Can we look to for these Polish words? No idea, really. Don't look much like our Sanskrit friends. Zwierzę. This may be a consonant stem. Where does the stem really end? So the C is often there in the singular versus the T. T-A. No, not the T-A, but the T is always there in the plural. How interesting. So this, it's really the T. It parallelized to a ch, spelled C-I. It's a C-I thing. So T and C-I, I think that's where the stem ends here. So genitive ends in A, that's ngus. Ngusosam. Dative looks very different from ngi. And here it's M instrumental, which looks like a plural one. A lot happened there in prehistory.
Ludzie mają zwierzęta. Mają.
Have zwierzęta, animals.
Zwierzęta. Wy macie smaczne kanapki.
Wy is you. Wow. Macie, yeah. Okay, there too. So macie, ma is the root, che the suffix. That's have, two plural. And that che also reflects, so think of the Latin itis ending. Facitis, habitis, two plural. Where the T has become a chi in Polish. Itis, like the sickness. So the reason I put the I in brackets is I think underlying these person suffixes in Latin, like you have in, well, there's facere with a short E vowel. What's another one? Habere, sedere, they have the long E. That's not the most basic paradigm, but facere, gerere. You can use facio, I guess. Facitis, facimus. I think those are those longest forms there. Imus, itis, iunt, except maybe not the I. Imus, itis, unt for the basic forms of the plural markers. Macie, you have smaczne kanapki, tasty sandwiches. What's the gender and number? Well, it's plural, I think.
Ciasteczko i kanapki.
ciasteczko, singular, a cookie, and sandwiches, plural.
To są pomidory.
To są pomidory. They are, okay, it's interesting that to is plural as well, same form. These are tomatoes.
Lubię kaczki.
Lubię kaczki. Kaczki. Ducks. I like ducks.
Mamy dobre ryby.
Mamy. We have good fish. Mamy dobre ryby.
Mamy dobre ryby.
Dobre ryby. You have tasty sandwiches. Ty masz smaczne kanapki. That's an excellent candidate.
Lubię pomidory.
I like tomatoes, plural. I like tomatoes. Pomidory. Fish and cookies. Ryba i ciasteczka. Oh, fish plural, yeah. English doesn't mark it.
Pomidory są smaczne.
Ducks, kaczki are tasty, są smaczne. A duck is eating a cookie. Kaczka je ciasteczko. People like fish. Ludzie
Ludzie
lubią
lubią
ryby.
ryby.
Neuter. He likes animals. On lubi zwierzęta. Yeah, zwierzęta.
On lubi
zwierzęta.
zwierzęta.
Zwierzęta. Tak. What was a closed syllable, possibly? Okay, but this zwierzę and I think this is the ent sort of participial or the having possessive affix there. Nominative singular ant reflects Proto-Slavic in, a regular reflex of preform ent. Slavic and T stems have no clear comparison in other Indo-European languages. Usually compared to Latvian. Well, that's interesting. Not what I thought. The other part, zwierz. Zwierz. Wild animal, beast from Guer.
Dobre kanapki.
Sandwiches. All right, dobre, plural. Good sandwiches.
Duzi ludzie.
Duzi, palatalizes. And is still sounded, that final E and duzi. Ludzie, bad people. Big?
Duzi.
The big.
Źli mężczyźni nie lubią dzieci.
Źli mężczyźni. Źli. Interesting. I think other forms of this word have a darkened W instead of this L. And
Źli.
plain Z. What's the preform of this?
Źli.
Źli is such a cool word. It's virile nominative above it. And then so Zulu is the protoform. Whoa. Julas, Balto-Slavic, from guel, to lie, deceive. Cognate with pelos, deceitful. Wr, twist, crook, Avestan, zura. Lithuanian Julas Zvelu, Latvia. Quite a wild-looking family of words. Alright, so plural, bad people do not like children. Bad. Oh, bad men. Do not like children. Dzieci.
Nowi chłopcy mają stare psy.
Stare psy. Okay, it's adjective, noun. New boys, the new boys. Mają, they have. Stare psy. They have big or old
Stare.
dogs. New boys have old dogs. So that's kind of interesting noun. I think it was before you joined us. PS, singular for dog. Psy, the plural. Which is similar to chłopiec, chłopcy. Chłopcy.
Małe zwierzęta.
Małe. Okay, a form of have. No? Small.
Małe.
Zwierzęta, animals. Zwierzęta.
Dzieci to mali ludzie.
Mali ludzie. Children are. There is no verb here. Children are little people. Dzieci to mali ludzie.
Duzi chłopcy i mali chłopcy. Duzi.
Chłopcy
Chłopcy. I
mali
mali
chłopcy.
chłopcy.
So it's big boys and small boys.
Dobrzy chłopcy jedzą jabłka.
Dobrzy chłopcy, good boys, the good boys, jedzą jabłka, are eating apples. So jabłko, jabłka. That's singular plural. That tells us it's a neuter noun. Very conservative though in its endings.
Duże kobiety, duzi mężczyźni i duże dzieci.
Duże kobiety, kobiety. That is big women. Duży mężczyźni, big men. Men. I duże dzieci and big children.
Starzy mężczyźni mają wino i ciasteczka.
Old men have wine and cookies. Starzy mężczyźni mają wino i ciasteczka.
Starzy mężczyźni mają wino i ciasteczka.
Ciasteczka.
Nowi mężczyźni.
Nowi mężczyźni. The new men.
Oni są starzy.
Oni są starzy. They are big, old. Starzy.
Dobre kobiety lubią dobry obiad.
Dobre kobiety lubią dobry obiad. Good women lubią dobry obiad. Like a good lunch.
Dobrzy ludzie.
Dobrzy, that's interesting. Something with the inflection here. It's causing a ż versus r. The high vowel. Dobrzy ludzie. And that's good people. Not a sound. Bad men do not like children, so it's going to be źli mężczyźni.
Źli mężczyźni.
Mężczyźni nie
Nie.
didn't like them, lubią.
Lubią.
Dzieci.
Dzieci.
Dzieci. Big sandwiches are tasty. Starzy. Duże.
Duże.
Kanapki
Kanapki. Są.
smaczne.
Smaczne.
How fun. 은행.
은행.
우리 물고기.
제 집은 은행 가까이에 있습니다.
이 집은 은행 가까이에 near the bank 있습니다. My house is near the bank.
저는 은행 근처에서 춤을 춰요.
저는 은행
근처에서 춤을
Oh, okay, this could be Chinese.
근처에서
그래서 춤을 춰요.
춤을
Dances. I dance near the bank.
그는 멀리에 갑니다.
그는 멀리에 갑니다. He goes to 멀리. Do you know this?
갑니다. 멀리에.
Far away. Okay, 멀다, I guess. Goes far away.
호랑이가 오른쪽으로 가요.
호랑이가 오른쪽으로 오른 right side 가요. The tiger goes to the right. Goes to right.
왼쪽에 있는 책은 재미있어요.
왼쪽에 있는 책은 the book on the left. That was dumb. 책은 재미있어요. is interesting.
남자가 왼쪽에 있고 여자아이가 오른쪽에 있어요.
It's a mouthful.
남자가 왼쪽에 있고 여자아이가 오른쪽에 남자가 왼쪽에 있고 여자아이가 오른쪽에 있어요.
Alright, so it means the man is on the left and the girl is on the right.
양이 건너편에서 자요.
양이, what's that? 양이 건너편에서 자요. Sleeps. The yang, oh, that could be the sheep. Chinese word. The sheep sleeps on the opposite corner, on the opposite side. 건너다 is a verb.
건너편에서
And the 편 is a Chinese noun for the side. The sheep sleeps, we need to say. Sleeps on the opposite side.
식당이 공원 근처에 있습니다.
식당이 공원 근처에 있습니다. The restaurant is near the bank. Is near the park.
우리는 멀리에 서요.
우리는 멀리에 far away 서요. Stand far away. Interesting.
아이들이 멀리에서 와요.
아이들이 children 멀리에서 와요. Children come from far away.
남자아이는 여자 가까이에 앉아요.
남자아이는 여자 가까이에 앉아요. The boy, the male child, sits near the woman. The quickest way to get from the Korean sentence as ordered to the English is just to read the predicate backwards. Sits near who? Near the woman. It gives our English order perfectly in this case, once we've got the subject taken care of.
은행이 그 호텔의 오른쪽에 있어요.
은행이, the bank, 그 호텔의 오른쪽에 있어요. Is, let's read it backwards here, is on the right of that hotel. I'll say to the right of that hotel.
왼쪽에 있는 책은 재미있어요.
왼쪽에 있는 책은 재미있어요. The book on the right, the book on the left. It's interesting. It is such that it has interest. Okay, we're getting close to the halfway point of the territory for the Korean course. That's cool. Let's kill some more of these lessons now. Plurals.
Chłopcy są dziećmi.
dziećmi is new. Plural is what it's going to be in any case. chłopcy is boys. So are dziećmi, child.
Dziećmi.
dziećmi.
Nie jesteśmy dziećmi.
Nie jesteśmy. Let's not be. We are not children.
Jesteśmy mężczyznami.
Mężczyznami. Interesting. We are men?
Mężczyznami.
What's up with this new suffix on there? We are men.
Jesteśmy ludźmi.
Ludźmi. Jesteśmy ludźmi. Is it a verby ending on there? Ludźmi. These look kind of similar. Jesteśmy. We are people. What's going on?
Słoń lubi ciasteczka.
Słoń lubi ciasteczka. The elephant likes, and this one's plural, cookies.
One są kobietami.
One, what's that? Są, gotta be plural. So they may be female, they are women.
Jesteście mężczyznami.
Jesteście mężczyznami. That's cie, that's the tis one. Itis, you are. Estis. Okay, so maybe that shows that it's just the tis that's basic. Somos estis sunt. Estis. S is the root, tis is the suffix. You are men. Mężczyznami. They are women. One je. One są kobietami.
Wy jesteście ludźmi.
Wy jesteś.
Wy
Jesteś.
jesteście.
Jesteś
Wy jesteście ludźmi.
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 You are people. So I think this v was the inspiration for Esperanto V. Or it could have been French. We are not children. My. Okay, there's no pronoun. It's just not be dziećmi, I think. Nie jesteśmy dziećmi.
Jesteśmy kobietami.
Jesteśmy kobietami. We are women. You are women. Jesteście okay. Jesteście kobietami.
Tamten mężczyzna.
Nice. This is the further away one. If it's doubled.
Tamten.
That one. That is a man. That man. Not a sentence. They are men. Mężczyznami. Oni są mężczyznami. Are you children? Czy wy mężczyznami? No. Jesteście dziećmi. There we go. You are people. Ludźmi. Wy jesteście ludźmi. We are people. My jesteśmy ludźmi.
Tamten mężczyzna.
That man.
Tamte dziewczynki lubią psy.
Lubią psy. They like dogs. Those dziewczynki. Those girls like dogs.
Tamci mali chłopcy i tamte małe dziewczynki.
Tamci mali chłopcy i tamte małe dziewczynki. Tamci mali chłopcy. What's small? Those small boys. Gosh, stop doing that. And those, oh, look at that. Tamci for plural male. Tamte for plural female. Małe. There we have the darkening L.
Mali. Małe.
Cool. Dziewczynki, plural.
Tamte kobiety jedzą ciasteczka.
Tamte.
Tamte kobiety. Tamte kobiety jedzą ciasteczka. Ciasteczka.
Women eat cookies.
Te kanapki są smaczne.
Te kanapki są smaczne. These cookies, sorry, these sandwiches are smaczne, tasty. E on the noun, on the adjective.
Ci mężczyźni lubią jabłka.
Ci mężczyźni. Well, this is the same to stem, I think. Ci, these men, lubią jabłka. They like apples.
Tamte jabłka są smaczne.
Tamte jabłka są smaczne. These apples are tasty. Those apples. Tasty. So here the longer deictic for far away, but in Esperanto, those two syllable ones are close by.
Tamte pomidory są duże.
Tamte pomidory, those, this is plural, those tomatoes, są duże, are big. Those tomatoes are big, large.
Tamci ludzie.
Tamci ludzie, same stem. It's repeated, but the TA and the CI look quite different. Tamci ludzie is those people.
Te dzieci jedzą duże jabłka.
Te dzieci jedzą duże jabłka. Te dzieci jedzą duże jabłka. So it's those children eat big apples. Large apples.
Tamci mali chłopcy i tamte małe dziewczynki.
Ci tamte. Tamci. Those small boys. And those small girls. Cool. Bad boys.
영화가 즐거워요.
와가 the movie. 즐거워요. I don't know this one. Do you recognize it, Levi? 즐거워요. So it's going to be 워요. 즐겁다.
즐거워요.
To be enjoyable. 즐겁다. 즐거워요.
까치는 시끄럽습니다.
까치는 시끄럽습니다. 까치.
까치는 시끄럽습니다.
Noisy.
한국은 조용해요.
주용. What's that? 한국은 Korea is Korea. Is or does. 즐겁다. Be joyful. How can we remember that? Any good mnemonics spring to mind? 질 has the same sound there as joy. 질 and joy could be pseudo cognates maybe. How about this 조용?
조용해요.
Quiet. Looks like it could be Chinese, but I don't know of any source for it. 조용. Deuceness. Seem to have hanja attached to it. Okay. Is Korea quiet?
내일은 너무 늦어요.
일은 tomorrow 너무 늦어요. I'll be very late. Tomorrow is late. I'll be very late. Too late. Tomorrow is too late. That's what it is.
웃는 아이는 즐겁게 놀아요.
웃는, what's that? Laughing? 웃는 아이는 laughing child. 즐겁게 놀아요. Plays enjoyably. What do you want in English for that? The laughing child is having fun. Plays joyfully. Smiling child plays joyfully. That works well.
늦게 자지 마세요.
늦게 자지 마세요. 자제. Don't sleep late. Do not, let's say, go to sleep. Too late. Better English, but the going and the to part are not there in Korean.
개가 물에서 편하게 잡니다.
개가 물에서 편하게 잡니다. Conveniently sleeps. The dog 물에서 sleeps conveniently in the water. The crab. Oh yes, that K. The crab sleeps comfortably in the water.
편하게 앉으세요.
하게 doing it comfortably.
편하게 앉으세요.
Sit comfortably.
아이들이 시끄럽게 놀아요.
아이들이 children 시끄럽게. 총롱, thank you. Ah, that's right. I've looked that up and forgotten it. And the 총롱 is really not a compound so much as a just reduplicated phrase. And the first one has lost its coda, making it hard to recognize. Haha, why doesn't Naver show me that though? Did I just miss it? 조용. Do I have to go to Wiktionary? Corruption of 从容, calm, unhurried, leisurely, plentiful, ample, abundant. Right. And shoyo, Japanese. 네, 알겠습니다. 아이들이 they play amusingly. What was it? The children play 시끄럽게. Is that noisily?
시끄럽게.
Play noisily.
여자아이가 학교에 늦게 가요.
The girl goes to school late. Goes late. 학교에 to school.
아기가 시끄럽게 울어요.
아기가 시끄럽게 울어요. 울다. Cries. The child cries noisily. The baby. 아기. Alright, cool. 아기 baby. One with the stop. Now that 총 is one of my favorites to input here because it's HO for the left and then it's OOO. Lots of ren all over. Zhong is kind of cool too. Of course, but very easy to decompose. JCRO. JC close. OR, I mean. 从容. Right, so some two-syllable words in Chinese look like they might be compounds, being two syllables. They're actually just rhyming words or alliterative words. So a la flip-flop in English. We have a word flip and a word flop. But flip-flops, that's not a compound of those two words. It's just chosen because of its sound. 아기 for baby.
아기가 시끄럽게 울어요.
Same one again. The baby 시끄럽게 울어요. Cries noisily. By the way, Levi, it might please you to know that Peter was absolutely, wow, maybe I shouldn't overstate it, but he pushed back a lot on the idea that infinitives are nouns, but ultimately today he seemed open to the idea. Was not having it at first. The baby cries noisily. So it seems to me, now I can't cite the page, but in that German grammar that we were working from earlier, I think it says pretty plainly that infinitives are a verbal noun. And in Panini's grammar, the affix with which you derive an infinitive is in that noun forming class. So to me, it doesn't really seem controversial. If you look at just the syntactic behavior of infinitives in English, clearly very nouny. Okay, well, good. Glad I can convince people. And I don't think infinitives are really universal. There's very likely languages that don't have. I don't really know of an infinitive in Korean, in the sense that we have it in Indo-European languages. But I do see it at work in Japanese grammar. For Chinese, of course, it's almost meaningless to speak of an infinitive. But I think you do have nominalization of verbs, even if it's not really explicit. Hard to pin down Chinese. Let's see. Let us do a bit of, what's it called? Yiddish. Gotta be here somewhere. It's got the Hebrew letter on the little flag. There we go. The Aleph. Peter said that he reached out to several linguists that he knows, and everybody said infinitives are verbs except for one person who's also a foreign language teacher. They said it's a verbal noun.
كمات
Okay. A little hard to recognize this from the spelling.
كمات
No, something is missing. Character wasn't displayed. Not really an infinitive in Irish. Yeah, I was wondering about that. There is a nominalized verb, but I think it is more like a gerund. Very cool. I want to know more about that. Let's do a Celtic session again soon. A Celtic stream.
مالكة
Alright, we gotta step up our character displaying here, Yiddish course. We want kimat. Kimat. Alright, looks like it's going to be a word spelled in the Hebrew style. Kimet. Bimet. It's got to be this.
كمات
Kimat. Let's find out what it means. So, kaf, meme, ein. What do we call the emphatic T letter? Tet? Okay, I can just look at it here. So to get this one on this keyboard, it's a Q, M, E, T. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Like few, almost. Huh. Kimat, almost. Tet, like theta. Good, yeah, right. Tet. So probably taste in the European tradition. The grandmother was not a Germanic word. Die Babbe. Bobbe. Babbe? Bobbe.
Mein Vetter heißt Velvel.
Next, Velvel. That's word banquet. My cousin, my uncle. Ah, Vetter. So in German, this now means cousin. Vetter. Vetter. And I think it's a derivative of the Vater now, meaning uncle, though, in Yiddish. And this looks like an umlaut derivative of father. Let's find it for German, too. What's the derivational process? Fetiro, father's brothers. Fatureo, Proto-West Germanic, faderio. So, because of this y suffix, vowel mutation at the front of the word. Vetter. So my uncle, mein Vetter, heißt Velvel, is called Velvel. Malke, Malsa, Malke. Alpha, Malke. Ooh, is it 1 or 3? They look exactly the same. Oh, okay, this
مالكة
is Dutch. Is this Queen Princess?
Alle Eltern van alle Mishpuchas zijn du.
Spuches. Families, yeah. Note that the T, the plain T, is pronounced as an S here, unlike Hebrew.
Alle Eltern van alle Mishpuchas zijn du.
I mean modern Hebrew. They've gone back to the old T value. But it became a theta and then shifted to S in the course, I think, of European Hebrew.
Alle Eltern van alle Mishpuchas zijn du.
Zenendo. Okay, all the parents of all the families. All parents from all families, Zenendo, are here. Alle Eltern. Ooh, and does that have a final E?
Alle Eltern van alle Mishpuchas zijn du.
And it's not spelled, but we have an extra syllable there. Between R and N, E creeps in.
Alle Eltern von alle Mishpuchas sind du.
Alle mishpoches, and that T suffix for plural. Ot suffix, rather. The vav, tav. Vav, tav.
Ich bin kamat a vetter.
Ich bin kamat a vetter. Kamat. There it is, the almost one. I'm almost an uncle. The child is almost born. I suppose. Match the pairs. Okay. Mishpoche.
משפחה.
So, feminine singular ending in a, plural in ot. Kosher. Kosher.
کوشر.
Kusher. Interesting. All becoming u, ich.
Ich.
Kemat.
كمات
Kemat. Shikur.
شکر.
Seinen sei meine Eltern.
Zen and Zai. Do you know this Zai? Zen and Zai, meine Eltern. Are they? Yeah. Okay, true. For CJ input, right? Y and J. Is that an allusion to anything in Hebrew, though, or to in anything in Yiddish? Zen and Zai.
Mana. Sei.
Wow. What's going on here? How does that mean they? Z and so Z and Y. Y. What's the story? Alright, no history given. Zen and Zai, meine Eltern. That's not good if you gotta ask. Are they my parents? From that Chinese word. Oh, Zongrong, that one? The two-syllable one that you helpfully included? It does have the Y in the left character. An unwritten one, though. Unentered in CJ. The Y thing has 2 strokes, of course. The J rooftop has 3 strokes. But they share that dot on top.
Das ist kamat also alt wie man älter seide.
Das ist kamat azoi alt wie meine älter seinen. Look at that. Älter dash Seide. Like silk. Great-grandfather. Oh, älter Seide. What class of compound is this, Levi? And I think etymologically it's a blend. Seide. Great-grandfather? Parent? Great-grandfather. Das ist kamat azoi alt wie meine ältere Seite. Sei, probably just like Z. But an interesting divergence of vowel. That's true. Yeah, I was thinking too much of English. They. Z. Yeah, not that mysterious, really. This is almost. But what, anyway, what type of compound do you smell here? Ältere Seite. This is almost as old as my grandfather. Great-grandfather. Tat Purusha. It is, and it's a subtype. Mishpocha.
משפחה.
Singular family. Kosher. Kesher.
کوشر.
Kusher. Kimat.
كمات
Tel Aviv.
تل أویو.
Tel Aviv. Bet. Not a house, but the bed.
Bet.
Beit.
Dein Mime ist meine Schwester und dein Vetter ist mein Bruder.
Dan Mime. So Mumme there. Dan Mime is mein Schwester. Mime grand. Okay, your aunt aunt is my sister. Is man, no ending. And of course there's a final sound, but no suffix on it. Mein Schwester, even though it's feminine, is my sister. In dein Vetter is mein Bruder, and your uncle is my brother. Karmadharayaha, exactly right. Like the White House or a black bird. Or if it was an inflected language, they would keep the same case if you wrote them as a phrase. Der schwarze Vogel, den schwarzen Vogel, and so on. Adjective modifying a noun. Karmadharaya is the type. That's the one. So I like the label subcompound if you don't want to get all Sanskrit with it, because the resulting compound is a subtype of whatever component 2 or one of the components denotes.
Mamima had 3 kinder.
My aunt has 3 children. Has 3 children. Man Mima hat 3 Kinder.
Mamima had 3 kinder.
Kinder. Reduced vowel at the end.
Ich hab 10 mimes.
10 mimes. Blessed, truly, I have 10 aunts. Ich hab 10. There we go. Okay, just 3 letters. It's not written with a diphthong, just n. 10.
Ich hab 10 mimes.
Mimes.
Dan Baba hat mich lieb.
Dan Baba hat mich lieb. Your grandmother likes me. This is almost as old. Okay. Dos is our first word. Dos is.
Dos. Is.
The tachet. What was the word? Ta. Almost. Kimet.
كمات
Kimat. Azoi.
Azoi.
Alt.
Alt.
Wie.
Vi.
Man.
Man.
Elter Seide. Elter. Where are you? Elter Seide. Hyphenated. Very helpful. They do that. All friends are here. Alle. Friend was Chaber. So is it going to be Chavrim? Chavrim. There we go. Alle. This one doesn't have ending. Plural keeps it, but not singular feminine. Alle. Chavrim.
Chavayrim.
Chavayrim. Nice. Zen and do.
Zenon, do.
Do. Zen and do. Okay. Perfect. Oh, nice. Perfect. A lot trickier to read in an uncommon or a direction I'm not as used to, and in a script that I don't know as well, but very easy to understand from hearing if you know German. Let's do maybe 1 or 2 and then call it a night. Clothing sounds good.
Płaszcz.
Płaszcz. Ch. Fricative affricate, spelled with 4 letters. Płaszcz.
Koszula.
Koszula.
Sukienka.
Don't recognize any of these words.
Płaszcz.
Love it. Dress. Sukienka.
Koszula.
Płaszcz. Sukienka.
Okay, listen to the N here. I don't think it is a V there. The hyphen is higher up. Yep, at the top. Exactly. So, a truly high hyphen, and not our mid-fin or low-fin. The high hyphen. Anyway, listen to the N in sukienka. It's dental and not velar.
Sukienka.
Sukienka. And the E vowel is a Y sound, a yod.
Sukienka.
Sukienka, a dress. Shirt. Koszula.
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 On nosi płaszcz.
On nosi płaszcz. Nosi. He. Nosi. Wears?
Nosi.
Not is wearing. What? Look at that. He wears an overcoat.
To są nowe sukienki.
So they are nowe sukienki, new dresses. These are new dresses.
Ona nosi sukienkę.
Ona nosi sukienkę. Here too. Dental hand. She wears a dress. She wears dresses. She wears... Because of the accusative singular marking, it's got to be a dress.
Ten chłopiec nosi koszulę.
Koszulę. Ten chłopiec, is that plural? No. Interesting. Ten chłopiec nosi koszulę. This boy wears an overcoat. Uh-oh. Oh.
Koszulę.
Koszulę.
Nosisz koszulę.
Nosisz. You wear a shirt.
Noszę sukienkę.
Noszę is I wear. Sukienkę. Sukienkę. I wear a dress.
Noszę koszulę.
Noszę, you wear.
Noszę.
I wear. Okay. Koszulę.
Koszulę.
A shirt.
Koszula i sukienka.
Koszula i sukienka. Koszula was the shirt and a dress.
Mam płaszcz.
I have a coat. Mam płaszcz.
Koszula to nie sukienka.
Koszula to nie sukienka. What is the to? What's going on?
Koszula.
Shirt
To.
is, it says. It is, this is. A shirt, this is not a dress. Okay. A sort of resumptive sentence. A shirt is not a dress. But etymologically, a shirt is a skirt.
Nosisz sukienkę.
You wear sukienkę is the dress. You wear a dress. Nosisz.
Nosisz.
So the first one, she is palatal. The final one here, sh is retroflex. Sukienkę.
Sukienkę.
Sukienkę. I wear. Noszę.
Noszę.
Noszę sukienkę.
Sukienkę.
Sukienkę. It makes sense that that the end doesn't assimilate if you think that it used to all be open syllables in Slavic. So there used to be a vowel in between there, very likely, which would allow you to not assimilate. Okay, let's end it on a Yiddish then. Die Mishpocha.
Zwelle.
Zwelf with that epenthetic vowel. It's spelled as zwelf, but zwelf.
Zwelle.
I can't really hear the F. Der Seide.
Zwelle.
Was verstehst du nicht wegen dem?
Was verstehst du nicht wegen dem?
Was verstehst du nicht wegen dem?
Wegen dem. What? Oh, okay. Wegen in German means because of, but here I think it's going to be about. What do you not understand about it? How about this? Wegen dem. Was verstehst du nicht wegen dem?
Meine Kinder können singen.
They not know, but they can. My children can sing.
Ich hab 2 Söhne und 12 Töchter.
Söhne. Oh, cool. Ich hab 2 Söhne und 12 Töchter. Umlaut. Plural. Ich hab 2 Söhne.
Ich hab 2 Söhne und 12 Töchter.
2 sons and 12 daughters. For vos schwimmst nicht da? Why aren't you swimming here? Don't you swim here? Why don't you swim here? Ich, okay. Versteh nicht. For was die host. For was die host. Okay, un-German syntax here. 12. What's that? Eier. I don't understand why you have 12 eggs. Die host. I do not understand why you have 12 eggs.
Sie kennen uns schicken Geld.
Sie kennen ins. Oh, look at the spelling again. Aleph, Vav, Nun, Dalet, Zain. Ins. Ins. I guess 4 sounds. The German just writes UNS. Uns. Schicken Geld. They can us send money. How would that go in standard German, Levi? They can send us money. And here, speaking of infinitive, in a sense, this is a nominalized clause. Send us money. How does it go in Hochdeutsch? Sie kennen uns schicken Geld. Sie kennen uns.
Sie kennen uns schicken Geld.
Uns schicken Geld. Kennen uns schicken Geld. It's interesting how to get that way.
Sie macht es besser für uns. Sie macht es besser für uns.
Besser für
Far.
uns.
Ins.
Können uns Geld schicken, that's it, exactly. Uns Geld schicken. Geld uns schicken would also be acceptable. Schicken's gotta be at the end. Schicken senden. Which makes it better for us.
Sie macht es besser für uns.
Besser für uns.
Können Sie uns verstehen?
Kennen Sie uns verstehen? Can they understand us? Can they us understand?
Wie ist dein Sohn?
Wo ist dein Sohn? Where? We just read it with those older
Wie.
values. Easy for a German speaker to understand. Wie sounds like how. Wie is dein Sohn? Where is your son?
Meine Mimes können nicht gut singen.
My aunts cannot sing well. Meine Mimes kennen nicht gut singen.
Die hast 12 Schwester.
Die hast 12 Schwester. Okay, 12 Schwestern. We need to add an N in German. You have 12 daughters. 12 sisters, Schwestern. Not Töchter. Okay, für was nicht? Why not? Für was nicht?
Das ist für mein Bruder.
Das ist für mein Bruder. This is for my brother. Für was nicht? Cyril. Why not? Cyril.
A Dank für alles.
A Dank für alles. We have an excrescent consonant. Alles giving als. Als. A Dank. Thank you for everything. Für als.
Dein Sohn ist so süß.
Dein Sohn ist so süß. Oh, it's your son's. No, your son is so cute.
Aber das Kind ist nicht mein Sohn.
But das Kind ist nicht mein Sohn. Das Kind, this child, the child, is not my son.
Was verstehst du nicht wegen dem?
Dem. What do you not understand about this? Was verstehst du nicht wegen dem?
Die hast zwölf Schwester?
Schwester, yeah. You had 12 sisters? There we go. Okay, thanks for joining us. Please stop by and see us again next time. 안녕히 계세요.